Well, in a rare but consequential visit that marks American efforts to de-escalate tensions with China, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken discussed some thorny issues with China's top diplomat Wang Yi today in Beijing, describing the current state of the relationship. Blinken said there were no illusions about the U.S.-China relationship, which remained difficult but consequential.
We have no illusions about the challenges of managing this relationship. There are many issues on which we profoundly, even vehemently, disagree. We will always take the best course of action to advance the interests of the American people. But the United States has a long history of successfully managing complicated, consequential relationships through diplomacy. It's the responsibility of both countries to find a path forward, and it's in both our interests and the interests of the world that we do so. I also heard that U.S. companies want to continue and indeed grow their businesses here. And so in my meetings, I sought to clarify any misperceptions or misunderstandings about our approach. There is a profound difference for the United States and for many other countries between de-risking and decoupling. Our countries traded more over the last year, in fact, more than ever over the last year, nearly $700 billion. Healthy and robust economic engagement benefits both the United States and China.
And Blinken reiterated that the U.S. was not decoupling but de-risking from China, while to allay suspicions over America's Taiwan relationship, the U.S. Secretary of State said that America was committed to the One China policy.
On Taiwan, I reiterated the long-standing U.S. One China policy. That policy has not changed. It's guided by the Taiwan Relations Act, the 3 joint communiques, the 6 assurances. We do not support Taiwan independence. We remain opposed to any unilateral changes to the status quo by either side. We continue to expect the peaceful resolution of cross-strait differences. We remain committed to meeting our responsibilities under the Taiwan Relations Act, including making sure that Taiwan has the ability to defend itself.
And although both nations stressed on the importance of having good ties, despite multiple talks, nothing concrete seems to have materialized. While in Beijing, Antony Blinken said that the U.S. is not trying to economically contain China. After talks on Monday, she expressed hopes that Blinken's visit would have a positive contribution to improving ties.
As we work to address our differences, the United States is prepared to cooperate with China in areas where we have mutual interests, including climate, macroeconomic stability, public health, food security, counter-narcotics. On food security, we believe China can play a key role in alleviating global food insecurity. I underscore the importance of supporting a long-term expansion of the Black Sea Grain Initiative, which has facilitated the export of almost 32 million tons of grain from Ukraine, with approximately 18 million tons going to developing countries.
State-to-state interactions should always be based on mutual respect and sincerity. I hope that Secretary Blinken, through this visit, could make a positive contribution to stabilizing China-US relations.
Now, this comes ahead of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's state visit to the U.S. later this week, as the U.S. tries to offset China's aggressive posturing in the Indo-Pacific. Washington's allies are also concerned about the brittle and fragile nature of the U.S.-China relation. The German president has stressed the importance of mending ties between the two economic giants for global security and cooperation. He called for the strengthening of the communication channels between the two countries. Germany is also hosting China's foreign minister for a face-to-face summit. This is the first time that the two nations are holding in-person talks since 2018. The Chinese Premier is also set to visit France to attend a summit for a new global financial pact taking place in Paris on 22nd and 23rd of June. The French President Emmanuel Macron visited China earlier this year. He stated that Europe should avoid being drawn into any conflict between the US and China over Taiwan and other issues.